Hey there, today the moon is in Leo, so we are having that outward expression, the movement of energy that has been percolating inside of us through the feelings and emotional process of the Cancer moon. So, with the moon in Leo, we get that feeling of needing to move, needing to express ourselves, needing to put things in motion. And we are just at the very beginning of this moon cycle. So let's talk about what we can expect for the coming week and how the retrograde planets will play out as this moon cycle unfolds. I'm Marina Orms here with your astro perspective for the coming week. Today is July 7th. This is the video for July 7th, but it's for the coming week as we really look ahead to what's going to be unfolding. So, with the Leo energy, we have a little bit of an opportunity to shake things off, things we've been feeling, some of the gunk that might have built up, or the emotional processes we've been going through, focusing on this moon cycle themes of caring, of self care, of needs, of nurturing, of how we take care of ourselves, right? With the Cancer new moon from Friday, July 5th, we have a reset point. We have an opportunity to make choices about how we care for ourselves and why we care for ourselves, right? Thinking about that bigger picture of what are we doing this for? What is the purpose of getting our needs met, getting our batteries charged, taking care of ourselves so that we can be our best, and really looking at the bigger picture of what's unfolding in the outer planets and some of the bigger cycles we're moving through. It's a time of change and opportunity, right? Change means shift. It means things are shaking up a little bit. It means we can feel the instability, but we can also feel the possibility. And so focusing on how this is really a creative time. And today's Leo moon, Sunday and Monday, the moon will be in Leo, where we have this opportunity to try things, to express ourselves. What do you need to say? What do you want to show the world? How do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Play with that, right? Get playful. Leo loves to be playful. And when you think about kids, young children playing dress up, playing the things that they are learning about, right? And so let your inner child be playful. Choose how you express yourself, how you put your energy into your creativity, your creative work, things you care about, things you want to make beautiful. Beauty is a force of healing in the world. And I think sometimes we get so focused on what we're afraid of or what's wrong, and we forget that right now, in this moment, we have the ability to create beauty in this moment, right? And how beauty impacts us. It supports our self-care, right? It helps us take care of ourselves. It also can be beauty that you share, beauty that you make available for others to bring them joy, to bring them pleasure. And that is a force of healing in the world. It helps all of us function a little bit better. It helps all of us be happier, more joyful, which allows us to be present for being part of the solutions instead of part of the fear and worry that is certainly available, but we don't have to choose to align with it. When it shows up, we can let it move through us. We can feel it, right? Let yourself feel it and then shake it off. Move on. What comes next? What do you want to do now? What can you do that is a positive thing or a positive thought that you can reframe any concerns, stressful thoughts, or worries? So shifting things to positive is a skill. It has to be practiced. And in practicing that skill, it helps you be ready to and available to shift energies when negative energies show up for you. It helps you be creative. It helps you be inspired. And so rather than being overwhelmed by the things that are wrong in the world, it allows you to shift in the moment when you've been practicing. When you practice, and this is self-care too, right? When you're practicing on yourself, for yourself, how to shift to positive thinking, it helps you be able to do it spontaneously in the moment when there's an opportunity that you didn't think you could shift to something positive, and suddenly you do. And I don't know how that happens, but when we cultivate it inside of ourselves, we are more able to be spontaneously joyful, spontaneously insightful, creative, inspired, positive, being a force for healing. So as this Cancer new moon, this Cancer moon cycle begins this week with the waxing, right? We start with a waxing crescent moon. It gradually grows throughout this week until we reach the first quarter moon toward the end of the week. And the energy of the beginning of a moon cycle is the energy of visioning, of possibility, of imagining and opening to possibility, but not just imagining or dreaming it, but actually beginning to take steps, take those steps forward. Just like the moon is growing, we are expanding into new possibilities, stepping forward, taking actions, moving outward, experiencing and exploring what is possible through trying things out, taking risks, and moving forward on things. So because this is a Cancer moon cycle, what we are learning about is how to better care for ourselves, how to better be a force for caring in the world, right? Caring and compassion for your neighbors, for others in the world. How can you do things that help to meet the needs of the people around you one way or another, even if that's just bringing beauty into the world, right? That's healing. So Leo is our creative self-expression, and the Leo moon with the waxing crescent moon says, be playful, be in your expression, try things out, splash the color onto the canvas, buy something beautiful, make something beautiful. Take that time to attend to bringing beauty into the world around you. So as the week unfolds, we are taking those steps forward to learn more about how to care for ourselves. And with the Leo moon Sunday and Monday, we have the need to do that through experimenting and being playful and being creative and expressing ourselves. Getting that, the emotion that has been processing, getting it to move outward. We also have Neptune and Saturn both retrograde in Pisces now. Neptune is still at the very end of Pisces. I've been talking about that a lot this past week. Several videos I've put out there about sort of this transition point, or this culmination point of Neptune being at the very end of Pisces, how it correlated with some things that came up in the collective, a lot of feelings, a lot of things being revealed, but also recognizing where the work is still to be done. So that is the vibe of the last degree of a sign, the last degree of Pisces. Neptune not only in the last degree of Pisces, but at the very end, 29 degrees 55 minutes before it went backward to go back over old territory. So for context, every sign is 30 degrees, 29 degrees and 55 minutes is a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of a degree away from the end of Pisces. So it's significant. And if you're interested in learning more about that, check out some of my videos on Neptune in the final degree of Pisces and on Neptune's station this past week. For videos from last Sunday, videos that was Sunday, June 30th, and Monday, June 1st and 2nd, and all last week as we went through the Independence Day moment, thinking about democracy and freedom. So I have a video about that as well. But what I'm trying to say is that now that Saturn and Neptune are both retrograde, we might be feeling and processing what it means for us. So when a planet goes retrograde, the energy goes inward, and we start to feel and process things inside of ourselves, not so much through outer experiences. When planets are direct, we have the outer experiences, and then when they go retrograde, we process them inward. What does it mean for me? What am I learning about this? What is important about it? What does it mean for how I'm learning and growing and what I'm becoming and stepping into? So now that Saturn and Neptune are both retrograde, as well as Pluto also being retrograde, we are doing some of that deep self-awareness, right? Working things through. You might be doing it in your dreams. You might be doing it in a deeper level that doesn't have words yet. You're feeling things, they're moving through you. And all of that is part of the mystery of how you transform and change and grow in ways that, again, once you go through this process, then one day you just find yourself different. You find yourself knowing more clearly how to respond, how to shift things into a positive direction, how to show up as a force for healing. So let yourself have that time, recognize that a lot of what's going on is inward, and do what takes care of you so you can support yourself in that process. Do you need to get away from social media? Do you need to get away from things that are not healthy for you, not supporting your self-care? Do you need to recognize or change up some of your self-care practices? Do you need to look at the quality of your self-care practices? So not just, doing what you do every day, but how can you infuse it more with an opportunity to slow down, to put space around things, to just be. And the way that the universe can take care of you when you allow that to happen. So taking care of yourself in deeper ways, qualitatively, whether you have the opportunity to change the quantity or not, you can always focus on the quality and how you are being present with yourself and supporting that process. So as we embark on this moon cycle, it's the opportunity, time to try things and see what works, see how it feels, see what it has to teach you, what you can learn from it, and how it is informing you on deeper levels. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. I have an offer right now for a Boosting Freedom and Democracy recorded reading special offer reading with me. And in that reading, we will look at your own chart and how it speaks to how you can show up to be a force for democracy heading into this election, the best ways you can make a contribution from your own gifts, from who you are, right? Sharing of your essence, your truth in the ways that are healthy and supportive to you at the same time. So remember, we don't have to self-sacrifice, we can actually, through the process of taking care of ourselves, also show up in a way that supports the bigger picture in the world and how to support the future that we want to create for ourselves and all beings. So check out that reading. The link is in this, the notes for this video, as well as at astrologyheals.com. I'm Marina Orms. Thanks for being here. Thank you for subscribing. And when you subscribe, it helps you to see my daily videos. I'm here every day with astrology for unshakable self-care. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.